Humans aren't born out of laying around on their asses. We've been born out of conquering a world. We're the dominant species. We built all this. We're powerful and we're beautiful and we're ready to build the next level of civilization in God's plan. But you must stop bowing to those who want to make you a victim. You must become the victor. If you love God and you want to build a pro-human future, then you are an enemy of the New World Order and Satanism. They want us shut down because we have the Spirit. I'm jacked into the source. I know the secret, and I want to see you empowered. But you have to believe in yourself first. This is the truth, and everyone knows it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I have a special video for you today. This was requested by quite a few people asking if I would give my perspective on it, and I'm more than happy to do so. So here's what it is. Chess.com put out this tweet, and it was received very, very poorly. People didn't like this. They didn't like the implication of it, and I'm not surprised. You combine two different things that people detest, an attack on Christianity and a bunch of entitled woke retards changing something about a game that they like. If this isn't received well in video games, why do you think it would be received well here with a game that has a history as long as chess does? So, you can go and look through the comment section and people are not responding very well. And by that, they're not responding favorably to this. This isn't generating the sort of interest that maybe they thought they were going to generate, because when you have somebody like Styx Hexenhammer, who's a pagan, who's not a Christian, who's coming out and saying, yeah, you should really leave it as a bishop, and people who are Christian who are noticeably angry. And I mean, why are you trying to erase the word bishop? The fact is that people are not, God, people are not responding well to this post. It's a bishop. And the conclusion is that it's a woke anti-Christian campaign of some kind. Now, of course, there are going to be people who disagree with that, and one of those people, who was very quick on the uptake, is Moist Critical. Moist Critical comes out and says that no, if you have a problem with this, you're silly, you're ridiculous. You should listen to him because he has the moral and intellectual capacity to tell you what's what. So let's take a look at Moist Critical. I'm sorry, that was the wrong tab. The moral paragon of virtue, Moist Critical, is going to come out here and tell you what you should and shouldn't be irritated by or agitated by. He's going to come and tell you right from wrong. I can't wait. And by the way, keep in mind, this is a guy that will ignore any topic of consequence or substance. This is a guy that will avoid anything that actually matters. But when it comes to anti-Christian sentiment, my God, he's like the Flash. I've never seen him upload a video this quickly over a topic like this. He's just, boom, on there. Hey, Moist Critical here. Man, isn't it crazy that you Christians are getting all bent out of shape over this post? It's like, I wonder why. I wonder why this drug-promoting, degenerate, bottom-feeding, low IQ piece of garbage is so quick on this particular topic. I wonder why. I can't put my finger on it. I can't put my finger on why a guy who promotes drugs, which he did in this video, by the way. The video was called Filthy. I'm not going to play any of it because the last video I did that I played a little bit of this song, and trust me, I'm doing you a favor by not playing it. The company that apparently owns this or is affiliated with it, copyright claimed my video. I had to put in an appeal. But yeah, a guy who puts an upside down cross on his head and does like a satanic dance, a satanic ritual. Maybe I will show you.
Ready to go, so let's fornicate.
Yeah, talking about fornication and degeneracy and um like this is the guy that's going to be lecturing you about what you should and should not. This is the guy that's going to be lecturing you about what you should or should not be irritated by as a Christian. Um, I just got to tell you, and I know this is not going to be new to anyone who's familiar with my channel. I genuinely detest these people in the content creator space. They embody the worst of humanity. Whether it's Hassan or any of his orbiters or just these people, they're so fake. People like Ludwig who are just plastic people. It's like there's no morality. There's no decency. There's nothing. There's nothing there. This guy will ignore, the Sam Hyde video where he was mentioned. He'll ignore USAID. He'll ignore anything and everything that is of consequence. But when people are irritated on the internet because they perceive that Christianity is under assault, that their very faith is being mocked by this particular company that's supposed to represent a game that's hundreds of years old, this guy has never been more quick to upload a video and tell you that you're wrong and that you're stupid and that you're weird for actually caring about that. I think it's grotesque, if I'm being honest.
I rarely go on Twitter these days, but sometimes I'll get the itch and I can't help but scratch it. And anytime I do wander into those woods, I don't find Winnie the Pooh with honey. I find chaos. The platform is just this perpetual powder keg that people are desperate to ignite. Even if there's nothing to be angry about, they'll make something up in their head to fight that ghost. They'll put on an imaginary friend to insult and go ballistic over, which is exactly what I saw today over this post from chess.com. They said, accepting new name ideas for this piece, and it's a picture of the bishop. A pretty normal shitpost to any sane person who's not condemned to Arkham Asylum. It's engagement bait. It's a meme. I imagine most of you know by now, I'm not a big meme guy. I give most memes a 1 boom out of 5. I'm not a fan of engagement bait. So this isn't my favorite type of post by any means. But I'm also not a Neanderthal, so I'm able to recognize that clearly this is just a quick throwaway, light-hearted meme that was meant to just get people engaged and saying silly names in the comment section.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay. Well, you can read minds. You can basically tell people right from wrong. Man, you've got some superpower there. This is a company that has a history of wokeness. This is a company that is run by people who are not Christian. The word bishop, this whole thing to you is ridiculous. But the way that you phrase this is that hey guys, I'm always critical here. Man, can you believe that these Neanderthals are upset and irritated because they perceive an attack on their faith that they cherish so dearly? Man, it's unreal. The way that this guy can speak with such authority. When, let's face it, I would not expect you to understand, Charlie. I really wouldn't. I wouldn't expect somebody, and I'm going to continue to use this. I wouldn't expect somebody that promotes drugs and furries and degeneracy and by the way, this wasn't a parody video. He tried to use this as an excuse because that's what he does when he gets pushback. He does what Hassan does. He blames other people. He makes you're just a troglodyte. No, I wouldn't expect somebody like you that feels comfortable putting out a video like this with an upside down cross, playing into this demonic sort of energy, putting out this just filth.
Tug on my balls, slap my face, ready to go, so let's fornicate, ready to go, so let's fornicate.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect this guy to understand why Christians may have a problem with the revisionist attempt by woke agitators and activists to redefine the word bishop. I wouldn't expect you to understand, but I also wouldn't expect you to even get involved. It's very weird that you're involved, that you made a video quicker than you've made on any topic. Here's my issue with people like Charlie. He'll do a video like this, calling you a troglodyte and a Neanderthal. But again, this is a guy that, in a debate with Sneeko, lost that debate. Humiliatingly lost a debate with Sneeko, where Sneeko was against the age of consent. And I just... Here's the thing. You're perfectly entitled to your opinion. You think it's ridiculous. I'm here to tell you that it's not. It's not, because people feel very passionate about this, and they are now defending their faith for the first time in maybe a decade. That they're no longer okay with the erosion of culture, the renaming of things. This is not just a one-off thing. And Charlie, I know that you're aware of this. You may not want to talk about it because you support a lot of the erosion and decay in our culture. You support a lot of that stuff, a lot of that filth. But even you should be aware that people are hypersensitive to this because they have been under siege for years and years and years and years. Years and years and years and years. So they're a little sensitive. They're a little bit, maybe the tweet wasn't, maybe it wasn't that bad. But even people who aren't Christian, even people who have nothing to do with Christianity, like Styx, he puts out a video and says that this is retarded. So it's not just Christians being overly sensitive. This seems to be a very, very poorly timed and a very poorly conceived post. People are reacting to that and sharing their frustration. And you, Charlie, are here in lightning speed for the first time ever to tell them that they're wrong. Well, I'm here to tell you that you're wrong. You have completely misjudged this, because how could you? You didn't do any research. You didn't look at this as, an actual topic. You just rushed out to shit on people who are Christian, people who are of faith, and why would that be? Maybe it's because of who you are. Maybe it's because of your personality. What you find to be acceptable. Well, here's the thing. I find what you find to be acceptable to be disgusting, degenerate. I find what you find to be acceptable to be absolutely abominable. So you're in no position to be lecturing me or anyone else about anything, ever. These troglodyte assholes are just looking for something to be mad about. They felt that this was an assault on a game that has a history, and it was an attack on faith. That's what they perceived it as. You can disagree because you don't have a faith. You are godless. That's your own issue. People actually care about their faith, and they want to vocalize it for the first time in a long time, and I say, more power to them. Yeah, people are coming up with new names. Christ Disciples, New Jerusalem, Crusaders, Bishops, Virgin Mary, Christ is King. It's a bishop, delete your Twitter account. It's the bishop, you feel? I mean, it's very interesting. Man, these crypto hacks are getting weirder and weirder. The deconstruction of the Christian West lost at the ballot box. This post is, okay. Here's my proposal. Witch, squirrel tamer. So yeah, people are throwing some deep shade at chess.com. And yeah, I think that it's important to allow people to openly express the things that they care about. You, Charlie, you care about drugs and fornication and degeneracy and dildos and, demonic, disgusting stuff because you live a life of vices and excess and degeneracy and hedonism, and that's the choice that you've made. But not everyone has basically sold their soul. Some people actually care about their faith and care about family and legacy and all that other stuff. And when they see it attempting to be eroded, even in a way that you find frivolous, they may react in a way that is very passionate and very forthright. And you're just going to have to deal with that. This is going to be the new normal. Where attacking Christianity, attacking the faith, attacking Christ is no longer going to be tolerated. And thank God, there's a new crusade on the horizon. It's an online one. I've been waiting for this for a long time, where people finally wake up and stop giving these terrible people the benefit of every doubt to destroy Western civilization and the faith. So, ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for today's video. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you supporting the channel. And I'll see you next time.